Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction on the Games Tavern, live on YouTube. Glad to have all of you here with us today, and so glad to be rejoined by all my friends today. It's so good to see all of you. Thank you so much for being here, my friends. And it's been a long couple weeks off, so let's get this party started by mentioning a couple things. One, check out our merch on the merch shop. The new beanies are in. In addition, there's some new long sleeve shirts that are available with our logo and some other cool stuff in there too. So check it out when you get a chance, because nothing is more delicious than a cool, crisp mug full of whiskey, magic, and distraction. Okay, now that that ad's over, I also just want to thank our sponsors, Shard Tabletop, and for all their help and support and everything else that they've done for us throughout the year. Thank you so much. As we go into the Christmas holiday season, check them out when you get a chance and use that code TGT Shard 20 to get your own account, whether you're a player or a DM, and enhance your games with Shard Tabletop. It's so good that it's actually also the official tabletop, virtual tabletop of the Games Tavern. So give it a chance when you get a chance. So, all right. So kicking off where we last started. Was there any other announcements? Anything else cool going on? No? No? Yes? No? What about Dragon's Concord? Come on. Come on.
I mean, there's fun stuff happening at Dragon's Concord.
Who wants to mention something about Dragon's Concord?
I hear they have a game every day of the week these days.
They do.
Single day.
They do. And with pro DMs available for hire, as well as cool themed rooms.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a chance, check out Dragon's Concord in Fairfax, Virginia. So,
DragonsConcord.com.
DragonsConcord.com. All right. Where we last left off, the party had just squared off against a rather pissed paladin who was only seeking revenge, as well as a few, middle fingers pointed at Luciano just for his existence, and quite possibly the taint of an infernal contract. The real thing, though, was that the party knocked him down, knocked him out, took him out, boom, down. And Luciano, with whisperings from a horned devil on his shoulder, invisibly, giving him sweet, sweet whispers of possible release if only he just gathers some extra souls, struck the final blow, ending the paladin's life and, quite likely, stealing his soul to hell on behalf of his contracted master. The party, not liking this whatsoever, has decided enough is enough, and lines have taken side, and lines have been drawn as various party members have taken sides, both for and against the stupid paladin who was trying to hurt us versus you stole his immortal everlasting soul. What?
Big deal.
And if I could get our ambient music, a little tension if you got any, you can add that in later. The party was where? Where were you guys heading? What were you guys doing next?
I believe we were kind of taking our own spots at that point. We were discussing doing a long rest. Lucy went out to get some fresh air.
We definitely do need a long rest. We haven't.
You took the long rest in the tomb area, the crypt area, or did you take the long rest in the building adjacent to the monolith?
I think we were staying in the tomb, but we hadn't quite decided. We just said long rest.
Memory is failing me too, so let's assume it's the tomb, unless there's someone else who knows contrary to that. All right, so in the crypts, you guys wandered once again, setting off and taking your separate places in the crypt, not necessarily close to the people you disagree with. What are the sides? Who's pro Luciano right now? Sem and Luciano. Who's anti Luciano right now?
Losers.
And Vale. And Rafe is, as ever, the neutral party, probably asking, what would Garlo do? WWGD. So, with that in mind, Turja and Vale, what are you two talking about as you rest away?
Unless I'm on watch, I'm sleeping. I don't think we've slept in nearly 24 hours.
Have you cooperatively decided how watch is going to go? Or are you not trusting each other enough to do watches separately?
I mean, 2 watches, right? Lucy, you're going to watch over us, right?
I glare. Ellen say nothing in return, and I very dramatically cold shoulder.
Oh, right in the heart.
I'll take first watch.
Rafe, I will take watch with you if you don't mind.
Sure. Yeah, that seems
Yes,
wise.
I think I would feel much more comfortable this way. Okay, so who's on first watch? Turja and
Vale's still active. I have a little conversation with her.
okay.
So, you want to get out of here? Like, get at the surface and get the hell off this continent?
You mean leave the group?
Yes.
I'm not sure I can.
Do you owe them money? Or...
No, it's not. It's... I need to find my friend Sahir, and he was looking into these monoliths and these keys, and we seem to be those giants, and what Seychelles told us about how they're going to do terrible things. We feel like somebody needs to stop them, and it's not something I want to do, but we're the only people who seem to have all the pieces and be able to.
I mean, maybe it's only because we haven't asked other people to come help. You know? I mean, do we have to have the weight of the world on our shoulders alone?
I think we need to follow the course on this. Believe me, I do not love what Luciano did. Quite the contrary, but
You know, I probably wouldn't have freaked out that bad. I've seen some shit in my time, but the axe was really trying to convince me to spare the paladin there.
it's not.
Oh.
It's one thing to kill somebody because they're trying to rob you or because they're trying to kill you first, but that paladin, he wasn't just after us because he wanted to rob us or anything like that. He sensed something legitimate. We had him down. He was disarmed. There was no reason to kill him, let alone kill him for his soul.
True. But what if, hear me out, we set that to the side for now so we can get out of the city alive?
Do you see me trying to kill Luciano?
No. We forget the fact that he did what he did so that we can work together and get out of the city alive.
All right.
And how good are you at hey, I think I realized something. This axe here, it said it's been waiting 80,000 years to get revenge on Pyrrhus. This axe may know some stuff about the city here. Isn't that right, old Flaming Fury? As I kind of stroke the blade.
Yes. Iris yet lives.
Well, hold on. Turja, can you put your hand on my hand and hold the axe at the same time so you can hear it? He's got quite a voice.
I give everybody I give Vel and the axe a quizzical look, and I just put my hand on top of it with Vel.
Oh, those hands are soft.
Do you have anything relevant to say?
Pyrrhus yet lives. I
Yes.
saw him felled by my own blade. In the
Hey.
War Master's own hands.
No, he survived as an undead vampire. And he may actually be coming back to the city now. That crash, that could have been his airship.
Is Pyrus the source of this purple, the purple light and the problems with the dog people and the undead giants? I'm asking the axe.
What in all of the Black City is she talking about?
Tertia, he's been in a tomb for 80,000 years, but his knowledge about the city may be a little bit more relevant here. Like, maybe we could ask him, hey, how do those monoliths work? Is there an armory here? Is there a way to activate the self-destruct without it being a 500-mile radius? You know, anything you can tell us about the city when it was a thriving giant metropolis, that would be great.
Yes, looking around, it appears the place is
I've seen better days.
empty. All I can say is the monoliths. There are things I must not share, but there are some I shall. The monoliths are a defensive mechanism. They were designed during the war with the dragons. Their purpose was to stop dragons from being able to, well, have advantage, and to switch back and forth to whatever system or need it was developed to do to give the giants advantage. If dragons were attacking, shutting off arcane magic gave the giants considerable edge, at least within the priests of Annam and the other gods.
Hear me out.
Stu,
What if we had a key? Would that increase our bona fides so that you could tell us that which you should not tell us? Because we wouldn't have the key unless we were the rightful owners of said key.
I give Val a look. But I don't say anything. I just give Val this look of like, really? Really, man?
good you are, giants you are not, and a track record you do not yet have.
I mean, you got me there. Okay.
Show you're worthy, and more will be revealed.
But amongst halflings, I'm a mountain of men.
I ask the axe.
Facts are facts.
What happens if you turn the key to the highest setting in the monolith?
That is a final decision that will end all. And by end, I mean a total vaporization. And it is what is done when a city is attacked by an army of dragons. It is a decision made after they're lured in a losing city. It has been activated twice before, and after that the dragons learn not to make such foolish moves again.
Is there an emergency exit for those who want to get out before that's activated? You know, like teleportation or something?
There is not, as the key must remain, and someone must make sure that it stays in place. It is a decision not to be taken lightly, and also prevents someone from making said decision and, well, destroying the city while leaving themselves safe.
Don't turn the key to that setting, got it?
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, if you can find a way to get away.
Even if we managed to survive it, I would still call it a last-ditch option.
I wish you luck.
I'll
I
leave
do
you to
have
watch.
more to tell. Just earn it.
I'll go sit down and polish the axe.
while
too.
that is happening, what is Sim and Luciano talking about, if anything?
Oh yeah. Luciano changed back into emo boy Luciano. He's reverting. And he turns to he I don't even know if he turns to Sim. He just kind of I think is crying like at this point a lot. I'm just like tears, and I can't. It's like the kind that I cannot stop. It's just happening. Uh, and then I'll probably look to Sim and just hey, I didn't think it would happen again. Didn't think that people I thought were so close would look at me with those eyes. I'm a monster.
You're not a monster, Lucy. Again?
I mean, growing up like I am, I'm one of a kind. My family's all human.
Oh.
They hid me away, locked me away, and treated me like I was a big, terrible family secret. And when I got out, I never thought people I cared about would look.
Gonna put like a head on your shoulder.
Yeah, he's just like he's torn apart. Like he's just like very much just like I cannot believe.
I
Tim,
think Oh, go ahead.
No, I don't understand. I get it. Stuff. I'm new to it. It wasn't. I didn't go into it with that intention.
No.
I don't know how to control this. The voice gets loud, telling me one thing or another, and I just haven't figured out how to keep my head yet.
I think they're scared, and people do stuff when they're scared. Just kind of like you're doing stuff because you're scared, but I don't think that makes you a monster.
I kind of head on Sim's hand.
I also don't know how to fix their fear, really. What?
I mean, it's one thing after another. I didn't ask for him to be a werewolf. I did ask for this. I'll take that. But for them, I took this power to help, and all it's done is be a burden.
I don't think that's right either. I mean, I can't tell you how to feel, to be honest.
Yeah.
Bargains are hard. And until you've made a bad bargain, it's really hard to understand what it's like. And yes, it was your choice, but sometimes even with a contract, you don't always know the fine print. You don't always know the intention. I doubt this was part of what was discussed in the moment when it happened.
Oh no. Oh. Altogether new.
To be fair, it was a choice to do the thing, right? And right now it's your only way out. And I get that. I also trust you're not going to hurt us, Lucy.
I would never, and I'm just like stunned that even came up earlier. I'm just like I wouldn't, and I can't believe, and I just kind of trail out. I can't believe, and it's.
Can I tell you a secret?
And like Lucy's very immediately intrigued. Yeah.
Let's say something happens and she hurt us. I forgive you. It's already forgiven.
And I quickly like just turn and give Sim like a big.
Okay, you're crying in my hair. I don't really into that.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just I don't think we're ever gonna get to a point where we agree. But just know that I don't think you're a monster, and you don't think you're a monster. At least you shouldn't. And I promised I'd keep you safe, so I'm gonna keep you safe.
And I like Lucy again, like just big smile through like the constant flood. Yeah, I'll keep you safe too, Sim.
Pat person looking for a flask is probably running low at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, you're muted, Reed.
And with that, Rafe and Bart sitting back to back. Rafe?
I think I know what you're going to ask about, but go ahead.
Why don't you go ahead and say what you think I was going to ask about?
Are they going to come to blows? And the answer is, I don't know.
That is what I was going to ask about. Rafe, you seem so calm and level-headed. And yet all of these people seem absolutely mentally ill. How do you do this?
Well, I wouldn't say that they're mentally ill.
Okay, let us be honest. They are a little on the adventurous side, yes?
Well, I think that stands to reason, given that we're all adventuring. But yes, I agree that they are a little more emotional.
It is very eclectic. Your party members, each unique, like a gemstone.
That's a very nice way of putting it. I think they need time to work through their anger. And hopefully in the morning, after having some time and some distance, they will not want to kill each other anymore.
How many times have they come this close to killing each other?
This is definitely the closest. Although there was some arguing before, but no, never this bad.
And I express something that I hope you take the right way.
Oh, go ahead.
When you are out and about in a place where harm is consistently or constantly a likely occurrence, the people to the left and right to you, no matter what happens, loyalty above all else is what keeps you together. Trust is what got you together in the first place, but loyalty keeps you there, as long as trust can be held. Is everyone here loyal to each other first and foremost, no matter what? And bygones can be bygones after the initial temperament? Or is this something that will break loyalty?
Well, we were more forced together by circumstances.
Yes,
we've been
the
working
fates. And a terrible dungeon master is very likely at fault.
Sure. But the likelihood that trust has been built, to me, feels pretty high. I trust everyone to have my best interests, or at least their best interests at heart when making decisions.
That is the part that worries me the most. Their best interests versus everyone's best interests.
It's definitely sticky right now. I'm doing my best to not get involved in the argument because I don't think my involvement is going to help. I'm traditionally the neutral party. I try not to take sides, and I always advocate for not putting ourselves into serious danger. I usually lose those arguments, though.
One thing I appreciate about you, Rafe, is that you know how to seek safe places to be. And you find the high ground whenever possible.
Well, I do like breathing, and I would like to continue breathing as long as possible, which apparently is forever. So that's a little bit disturbing.
Forever is a very long time, my friend.
Yeah, no. I have been thinking about that a lot, and it's actually kind of terrifying. Thanks.
You'll be one of the few people to have an elven girlfriend and outlive her.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. Also kind of a horrifying thought. Thank you.
I just thought you should know. Well, I'm going to take a brief little tabaxi nap, and I hope that I wake up on the other end of it.
Well, yeah, go ahead and get your beauty sleep. And I agree that I hope I wake up on the other side of my nap, too.
One last thing.
Hmm.
We should probably get out of the city quickly.
Oh, yeah, there was that loud noise. Yes. Yeah, no, you're probably right about that.
It's not just this. I think this city is starting to wear on us. I think that is impacting our judgment. I mean, I see those two talking to a blade. It's really weird. And the other two are hugging while one sobs.
Oh, the axe is sentient.
I do
Or
not know
at
what
least-
this word means.
It has a personality, maybe even a soul. Hard to say, but it will talk to you if it likes you or doesn't like you.
This is not possible.
It's very possible. It asked me about fearlessly charging into battles, and I said no, definitely not.
Now I am more confused than ever, and I need a nap.
Well, good sleep, and I'll see you in the morning, hopefully.
Everybody goes to sleep. Except for Sims raising her hand.
I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I'm gonna take the point of exhaustion as I watch and make sure that people mind their own business.
Okay.
I was going to say, except for the
Do
people
you do
on
so
watch.
surreptitiously, or do you do so actively?
It's active.
Okay.
Back against wall, watching people. Not talking to anyone, but just watching.
I'm awake and notice you not going down to sleep.
That's okay. You can notice.
You can notice.
I give you the motion like, hey, come here.
You come here. I'm not moving.
Okay. I jump down off the wall. I come over. Why are you not sleeping?
Weird vibes today. I don't know. Just protecting our own.
I hear you. But we're going to need to be fresh for the fight. It's going to be us getting in.
I'll be fine.
Can I help you out?
No, please don't.
Okay. I go crawl back onto the wall and kind of spider climb, rest upside down, watching everyone.
You're Are you keeping an eye on him particularly, Sim, or anyone else?
Yeah, I guess it's a who watches the Watchmen situation at the moment.
As he goes up into the shadows, he's standing there, and then Vale, you hear a voice behind you. Yeah, I sleep up here sometimes too, son.
Really see the world from a different point of view.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just hang on the wall and talk to my axe in
No,
soft
it's
tones.
your son. I mean, your dad. He's standing right beside you going, oh, hey, how you doing, son?
Oh, good, Pop. Sorry. Talk to you later.
Pop. I could get used to that.
It's a pretty strong curse, Dad. That
Yeah.
we turned off the magic and it almost killed you.
I'm glad if it was going to happen, it would be after I've seen you and know that you and your mother are alive.
Glad I got to see you too. I'll give him kind of a hug.
He takes it. You hear him like a couple times double up like he's crying, but the tears just don't come.
If we get out of here, I'm gonna tell Mom to send you a sending.
I would give anything to hear from her. There's still a lot of research to be done here. With me here, as long as Pyrus stays away, we could research forever. And if Pyrus is dealt with, I could leave.
That's why I'm going to kill pirates. Or die trying. I rustle through my pack and I give him a clean journal and a pen and ink.
It's been a while since I've had real ink. Son, I am sorry I wasn't there to show you so many things, and I want you to know I didn't choose this.
I never thought you did. Just never thought I'd get to see you.
You've chosen interesting and good friends. The best innovations in the heat of, well, trial and tribulation usually comes from people who are different than each other.
There's a whole lot of difference here. Hey, have you heard a crash like that before?
Never.
It could be pirates.
What makes you say that, son?
The journey here over the water, giant airship, we think he might be amongst the people going after these monoliths.
Why wouldn't he come here directly?
I mean, it's been a long time. Who can say that he knows for certain exactly where it's at?
This place is hard to find even if you do know that it exists, if not impossible. What are the odds that you would find the place 50 years after I did?
Well, considering we came here looking for monoliths and one is here, I mean, a decent chance. And actually, we were going for the Dog City and stumbled upon this by accident.
You know, there's nothing about a dog city, but there is a mention of another giant city.
Is that the one on the column notes on the housing saying where they moved to?
No. It wasn't quite as large as this one, but it... The name is obscure. It's like the giant equivalent of how do you put it? Blue water, right? Or clear waters. The giant's a little muddled. It's not current giant. It's very old giant. So it was on the lake. It may be close to the Dog City itself, but it definitely was a city on that side of the lake, the same side that the dog people were on. It wouldn't be surprising to think that maybe there was something else there that predated the dog people. It was going to be the next place I was going to check out after we left here. We found that information, just as we found out things, but things happened.
I put my hand on his shoulder. Thanks, guys. That's going to help us.
Maybe. Sleep well.
Sure, I'll do that.
And he nods off.
You stare at Sim.
Sim, you hear it echoing through the chamber too.
I would say probably despite everything and still being tired because staying up, I feel it looks fairly at ease. Like sitting comfortably, watching. It doesn't seem too uncomfortable.
For the rest of the night, everything is relatively chill. Everyone works their shift that's going to work one. Sim, go ahead and put yourself down for your point of exhaustion. And you guys wake up.
Well,
Stone
morning.
floors don't get more comfortable, do they?
I'm pleased to see that everyone is still breathing, except you, Blaine. Sorry.
Alright, got someplace to go, right?
We're going to try and find where that crash happened.
My dad mentioned there is another giant city nearby. I think to the west of here, possibly, which is the general direction of the Dog City. But it's not the Dog City. On the lake. We could try heading for there. Or the crashed airship.
Which one do you want to go to, Vale?
And the airship.
I'm super into other giant city, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Are you saying that just because it's the opposite of where I wanted to go?
I also vote Giant City, I say, staring at Vale.
You fool, I wanted to go to the giant city.
Hey, got us.
Let me roll deception.
I don't think you at least for Sim, you don't need it.
I wanted to go to the airship.
It's pretty obvious, unless you screw the pooch on an insight roll, that
I would be more than happy to go to the giant city.
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to get a feeling that Vale's not being fully truthful here. The giant city, you said, is interesting. The flying thing. You said it fired massive fireballs at you over the ocean at one point?
Yes.
I was not quite asleep, but, hey. If this is the case, I elect Giant City because I am not very keen on giant fireballs being fired at me.
3 for Giant City. All right.
There are other votes. I think they should be cast as well.
And Axe of Flame, where would you like to go?
It doesn't count. It's an axe.
I can count. I swear I can.
Can we all hear that?
Nope.
Okay, just checking.
Which is why it doesn't count.
but I can count.
I don't hear this.
You just gotta touch the axe.
Me, you
Lucy.
don't. What's that?
You just gotta touch the axe. You'll hear what
Oh.
it's saying.
Yeah.
You touch it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
No, I'm holding it, but if you want to put your hand on it.
Repent!
I'll take it.
Repent, Luciano!
You hear that now?
No. I'm pretending I don't hear. I'm gonna roll deception.
I know.
Yeah,
you
I don't hear
can't,
anything.
Luciano.
You're crazy.
We
I
are not
yank the
crazy.
axe back.
We are not crazy.
He probably didn't want to talk to you
Hey,
anyway.
Venom. All right.
Are you going to be this petulant of a child the entire time, Luciana?
I saw
Take
that.
that as a yes.
Get the others to cast their votes.
Right. Where do
Giant
you want to
City.
go?
Anywhere that is not the city.
That's not our real vote, and you know it.
Oh. Fine, I want to go towards the loud noise.
Serja?
I already said I wanted to investigate the loud noise. If we can find it, there's no guarantee.
Turn, Lucy, arm around shoulder. Okay, but seriously, where do we want to go?
It's 3-3.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Shut up,
I
Bart.
legitimately changed my vote. Giant
Is it
City.
Giant City?
Yeah.
4-3. Or 4-2. Giant City it is.
I'd like look at Sim and I go, noise? Because now I want to do noise, even though I know Vale wants to do it. The fact that he switched his vote makes me now want to switch my vote.
Ray doesn't ask for stuff very often. He's curious about it. I think it'd be a nice thing to do.
Let's go. I'm
Okay.
good.
Noise. We're team noise!
Noise.
Rafe,
Yes?
remember my comment earlier about mental illness? You promised me these people are normal. Let me rephrase. You promised me these people are dependable. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. They are not normal.
No. That was never promised.
Okay. Okay.
You see, Fury, that's how it's done. That's how you get things done.
Yes. Together we shall find evil and destroy it.
Yes. In flames.
Oh, Luciano, you should stay away from that axe in the future.
I'm gonna break that axe, and I say that out loud to Kakin, but I say it out loud.
Hey, just so you know, I got a promotion, and you have done very, very well. That was a 5 soul point worth of soul there. That soul was worth 5 regular souls. If you get to 100 soul points, you get a promotion too.
I don't respond, but I deeply consider.
From there, okay, well, we could go back out the way we came, or we could go through those waterfalls. There are stairs along
The waterfalls is fine. Let's go that way.
It would take all day to go back the way we came. I vote for the waterfalls.
Yeah.
Best of luck, son. I do hope you are successful and you don't forget about me.
I can never forget you.
Thank you. On your way, or I'll stay here all day hugging you.
I'll tell Mom not to send the sending during the daylight.
You're very thoughtful. Remember the time zones.
Indeed.
We're at least 6 hours different here.
It's in my journal. I won't forget.
Right. And off you go. Bart leads you through the city, and there is nothing outside of debris and the occasional skittering shadow of a dwarf moving from place to place as you make your way north to the waterfall that fills the large canal that is the riverway through the city in the center. Getting to the base of the waterfall, you get past the misty fog that is created by that and the intense heat of the jungle, and the plant life that hides. What you then discover very quickly is carved stairs, approximately 8 feet wide, narrow by giant standards, but usable. And with the aid of each other, reluctantly in some cases, you guys manage to make it up each of the 4-foot steps relatively in stride. Coming to the top of the waterfall, you then find yourself once again in the verdant triple canopy jungle. You have no idea where the sound came from. There is no evidence that you can see from this jungle height that would indicate where it came from. How do you hope to find that horrible sound source?
Climb a tree and take a look.
Okay. So, finding the tallest tree you can takes about 10-15 minutes as you check different trees. No, this one's not all the way up. This one's, no, this is too, that one's probably going to get me killed. That one's got bees in it. And not just any bees. Angry, hateful hornet bees, the size of your index finger. And you keep going and you find some more. This is the tree. This is the tree. Vale, you climb it?
Sure, yeah.
Right. As you climb, you make it to the top. Everyone else is at the base.
It's you and me,
Sure.
Axe. You and me.
And me. I can climb too, my friend. And I would not lose a chance to see the jungle from this height again for a while and get our bearings while we are at it.
See anything that looks like torn up canopy?
I don't recall that small mountain over there. And almost just as he says it, to the northeast, slightly from where you stand, you see and hear explosions.
Like fireball type explosions?
Magical type things and siege equipment potentially. And then it rises, and then you realize it is the flying fortress. And you see tiny little things falling off of it.
Oh, crap.
And fireballs continue to rain down.
How far away are we from the way we came in, like the way back into the city below?
You're about a mile. However,
Jump. Oh, okay.
Before you do that, it's like, wait. See what it does. And
Who's it
you see it
fireballs?
just fireballing, and then you see purple lightning shooting down and green lightning. Then you see and a large dragon roar is heard as a dragon opens its wings and take flight from inside the fortress around. And you see it circling around and blowing out gaseous breath everywhere.
So, okay, I'm going to jump out of the tree.
Mm-hmm. Whoa,
To
jump?
a featherfall. Rejoin these guys.
He's a ring, doesn't he?
I
It is
do.
a very, very scary moment for me. and he starts scrambling down the tree after you.
The airship is here, and it's got a big ass drag,
It's at least 45 miles away.
which is well within the anti-magic range. I say I jump back down, and I give that thing another, 30 seconds of anti-magic, and whatever the hell is battling it can hopefully swarm into it and frack it up some. What do you say?
Your father might die.
Okay, 10 seconds, enough for it to kiss the earth.
Only you can make that decision.
Are you guys okay with it being activated?
I don't know. Worth your father's life? I stare at him.
You care about life now? Okay, I'm not getting into this with you. Is anyone against?
You get to make the call.
Okay. Say we try to F him up one more time.
What?
Okay. If we go back to the entrance, I can jump in from the top and feather fall down to the monolith to activate it.
Perhaps you should go alone, you'd be faster.
That's what I'm saying.
Then yes, go.
Okay.
Good luck, Godspeed.
Wait
1
a
mile
minute.
run.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, let him. It's fine. He'll be fine. He's
Hold
super-
on a moment.
No, we're fine.
We're talking about a fortress that rose up made of rock
Okay.
and was destroying everything around it.
Yeah.
Why?
Why
Well,
not?
2 answers. Why not? And do you think they're our friend?
Yeah, Vale's okay killing strangers now. That's fine.
Well, there is one thing you missed because you were looking in that direction. Before I climbed all the way down, I looked west. And though I cannot see it over the horizon, I can see the purple light shooting up from what is the Dog City. Now, yes, you can go flip that switch, but then if you do, they may change their tactics at this point. And it
Diplomacy.
may give them exactly what they need to find the place that they have not found already.
Taking away magic will give them what they need?
Well,
Find what?
it was like this. For the briefest of moments before it gets switched into place, if they've been looking for this key, they will find it.
Not if the magic's off.
Well, it will tell you where they are.
It's only a matter of time until they find the place anyways. We can't possibly defend the place.
But without the key, what can they do?
I don't know, I'm not a full wizard. They wouldn't let me take that class.
Good point. I am merely making assumptions that may possibly be wrong.
Well, I guess we should probably deal with the dog people. Still not clear on whether we actually can, given, what it did to Paris, and still not actually having figured out anything about that city.
Hey, Lucy. Is there any way to dedicate kills, or do you have to kill people personally? Can you be like, I dedicate this battle to whoever the hell you do your stuff to, whoever the 9 hells you do it to? Because what if I dedicate this turning of the magic off to you?
Do it.
Okay. Hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm going to do the 1 mile run back to the surface cleft face.
Okay.
And then once I've confirmed that that is indeed the hole to the below, I will have the my hand around the ring so I can.
Who has the disc?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
In the bag of holding, presumably.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you run back down the stairs. Jump, jump, jump.
No. I'm going to jump in through the surface and just direct flight down to the monolith because I've got the Ring of Featherfall.
Okay. So you run back to where you see the cliff face,
Yep.
and you will not be able to run and jump directly to the monolith, but you can jump down.
Okay.
You jump down. You land on a roof of
Gonna
one
got
of
you.
the in-wall buildings. You jump down again because you're not wasting any time.
Yeah.
You land on the ground. How many feather falls can you use at a moment? Is it
Unlimited Ring of
yes,
Featherfall.
okay. Just making sure you don't whoa, out of charges. None of those.
Yeah.
All right, and you see the building by itself, and walk up to the monolith.
Yep. Setting number. The setting number 4 was it right? Or no, number 2 would just do all magic. Well, definitely not setting 5. Setting 4. We'll do setting 4.
Setting 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll give it 10 seconds on the old sand timer there,
Okay.
which is about what we did before.
All right. You hit the thing. Everything is running.
Give it the 10 seconds.
You
Turn it
flip
off.
to section 4.
Yeah.
You hear a smaller, less
Crunch.
powerful.
Okay. And then turn it back to 0 and stow it back in the bag. And then doing the exit plan again.
How is your exit plan?
Oh, the waterfall, the same way. And spider climb.
What are you guys doing while he's doing this?
I hope somebody's watching the tree.
Son.
Maybe you should climb the tree again and see what happens. It would best have some eyes in the sky when that thing falls down, if it falls down. Would you, please?
You guys on the surface hear that it's definitely not as loud as it was before, but then you also hear closer.
And you're a what closer?
Like a crashing of tree branches and other things closer, like somewhere to the west.
More friends?
What did you see at the... Where's Bart?
Up in
I
a tree.
am right here next to you.
Oh.
I'm not in the tree. Am I supposed to be in the tree?
I asked you to climb... never mind.
Well, let us climb.
Please, I don't think I can... I try to climb. I'll try to climb the tree with Bart. Let's see what happens.
Make an athletics check.
How come Vale didn't have to
With
make an
advantage.
athletics check?
Because Vale can't fail. He has
Oh.
spider climb.
Well... 14.
14? Oh, easy. You make it to the top. You're winded, but you do make it to the top. It is. It takes a good 30 minutes to make it to the top with you. You are not as natural a climber as, say, Vale and myself. But you handle yourself well. I mean, considering you are 40 feet in the air on a tree. No. Oh, there's the purple light. There is the very tippy top of the mountainous, whatever the hell that the flying rock is. And, well, there's a rent in the trees a few miles that way. I don't know what it is.
far apart are the two, the rent in the trees and the mountain tippy top?
Well, the mountain tippy top is 45 miles away. The rent in the trees is a few miles away, like 2, maybe 3.
Are they more or less the same direction?
No. Rent in the trees is west. The mountain tippy top is northeast. The purple light is much further in west.
It might be smart to go look at that little rent to the west first. It's so much closer. Claude, what do you think? Bart, what do you think?
I don't make decisions for you.
But what do you think?
I think that is a very interesting question of what is in the rent in the trees, just as much as what in the world is the flying rock doing here, and why does the purple light exist in the first place? I have a lot of questions, but, very little in the way of answers. I am your guide. Please, converse with your friends and make a decision together.
Wasn't intending not to. Just you want to know the area. I thought I'd ask your opinion.
I am curious about all of it. Adventures come from exploration. So, shall we find our way down?
Yes.
All right, see you down there. Boom, 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 boom. And he hops from branch to branch, leaving you to climb the rest of the way down. Make an athletics check.
Do I get advantage again?
Yeah, because you've known your way up. Going down is much easier than going up. However, a 6 is not the number you needed to roll. So you make it about halfway, and I need you to make one more dexterity check.
Great dexterity?
You can do athletics if you wish. You take 9 points of damage as you bounce from branch to branch at one point, but you do catch yourself partially through and manage to make yourself the rest of the way down. But you took a bad fall a couple times. Luckily, nothing's broken, just bruised and a little bit of ego. Bart was too far down to help, but you managed to make it down. Must have slipped on something, maybe a tree slug or something. Terrible thing. So you're down there. Vale has not yet made it back to the party.
Well, Vale must have used the stone because the mountain came down again, and there's an old rent in the trees a few miles to the west of here. The mountain's about 45 miles northeast, and then the purple city is to the west, due west. How many miles again, Reed? Sorry.
The purple mountains or the purple light?
The purple
Majesty?
light.
You don't know. It's over the horizon.
Oh.
Way past. You can't see on the
No,
ground
the-
from whence it comes because the curvature of the earth prevents you from seeing that exactly. But it's so powerful and so bright that you can see it from this far away.
Purple light
45
is
miles.
much further than either of those.
In this terrain, that's going to take us probably 3 days.
To go 3 miles?
You said the castle was 45 miles away.
Oh, sorry. Yes. No, in this terrain, going to the mountain will be several days, most likely, you're right.
Or start walking.
Well, we're still waiting for Vale to get back.
I guess.
So, about an hour and a half later, as he made his way up by himself up the 4-foot steps in plate armor, even with spider climb stairs. A little bit awkward because it's slippery. Spider climb or no spider climb, it's slippery. He makes his way back to you guys. Anything you want to say before you guys head out?
Is it slippery? You said it's slippery on his way to us. Do we see him and it's slippery?
No, it's on the waterfall portion because it's
Oh,
wet.
never mind.
All the stairs are wet.
I turn to Val and I say, so the mountain did come down. It's about 45 miles that way, and I point northeast, and then I point toward the north. I point toward the west, and I say, but there was an old rent in the trees just a few miles west of here, and I was wondering if it might be smarter to investigate that first.
Ooh,
Vale did not hear any sound from that, but you guys did.
Why would Val not hear us?
Because Vale was down in a valley, really far away, when that whatever caused that rent that you heard versus what he heard. The rock
that's-
coming down is much
I
louder.
thought you were
than-
saying Val didn't hear me talking. I was like, why?
No.
I wonder if that's the dragon that they had.
It might be.
Well, I mean, if math holds, it's what, at least 45 miles away from the mountain thing. We're what, 2 miles away? We could get to it in pretty short order if we wanted to.
I think it's worth trying as well, yes.
Sure, it's kind of on the way.
Right?
Yeah.
Fine. Just get moving.
Just make your way through the jungles with Bart in the lead. He gets you through an area, and there you see it. On the ground, mostly intact. Appears to be a ship. Trimast and all.
We don't recognize this ship, do we?
I don't know if you do, but you do see a man standing there along with another acolyte in robes.
Darndest thing.
Oh god.
What in the hell would I... You know, some days it just doesn't pay to be a wizard, does it, James?
No, sir, I guess not, but at least we're alive.
Yes. Well, let's get the nimble rights out. Let's get this thing cleaned up, and we'll see if we can get it cleaned up. Oh! What are you doing there?
He points to all of you. We thought you were hiding in the jungle.
I guess we were looking for you, I call out. What happened here?
You see him pull his staff, look at you, adjust his hat slightly.
And you were looking for me, why?
Well,
Ooh, why? Yeah.
We weren't looking for you specifically, I meant. It's just we were looking for this rent in the trees to find what had caused it, and now we see it was you, so I guess we were looking for you. What happened?
Well, I was... we were in our flying ship, and then all of a sudden, it stopped flying. Luckily, we were low to the ground, well, lowish, and the trees broke, well, most of our fall. We have to mend these sails. We have to fix that timber, and the Nimblelights are going to be busy for at least a few hours. And the cargo's luckily still strapped down, but... Well, we have our health.
Say, you wouldn't be affiliated with the Knights of Ogma by chance?
No. Oscar Thumbwild, at your service. And your name?
Vale.
'Tis a pleasure, Vale. We're actually out here looking for some scoundrels and ne'er-do-wells.
Scoundrels and
Scoundrels?
ne'er-do-wells.
Yes, they
In
stole
these
something
parts?
from my ship.
What, pray tell, was stolen?
An item of enchanted value.
The value was enchanted, or the item was enchanted and had value?
Yes.
A really good question, Lucy. Good thinking.
Very good question, and yes, the answer is yes. And the ne'er-do-wells left a clue. A coin left on the plinth where the magic item was kept. And using divination, was able to ascertain the roguish person's location to this area. Well, near this area. But wait a minute.
Where? What?
Are you familiar with the safety patrols that New Baldur's Gate sends out?
I'm very confused. What's happening?
I'm sorry, New Baldur's Gate?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, the city, New Baldur's Gate. Yes, we stopped for supplies there. Yes.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
beautiful city.
I didn't know they had safety patrols.
It's a new program.
Are you the safety patrol?
Well,
Yeah, can't you-
volunteer.
Oh, like a
Magical
a
sash
civil
appears.
patrol, if you will.
Indeed. You are so smart.
I am actually. James, did you hear that? They recognize my intellect.
Yes, sir. They sure do. Although one of you looks familiar. Did I see you in... Did you come to one of our workshops? Looking right at you, Rafe.
Oh, yes, that was right before the giant sky thing, wasn't it?
Sky. You were in Daggerford?
Yeah.
No.
Wait. You were in Daggerford?
Ooh. You? And I point to him.
Yes, I was in
Trying to talk in
Daggerford
circles.
when that Herald of whatever, the Altasar Mortis or whatever it's called.
Sure.
Close enough.
Mog Pa?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Wait, you were there too?
I have no idea. I'm just saying it sounds right. I don't want to make you embarrassed by not knowing what you're talking about. I'm being very candid.
You mean you don't want to make yourself embarrassed by not knowing what he's talking about since he's so...
No, I don't care what he's talking about, Turja. I don't want him to think that he's making a fool of himself to us because he should be. And I'm very I'm now not even talking to him. I'm talking to Turja. How dare you interrupt me?
That is so considerate of you.
Trying to be nice.
It is
Yes,
okay.
as a matter
They
of
are always
fact,
like this.
you did provide a little bit of advice, and I actually took it. I figured out a way to make tents bigger on the inside.
My workshop was useful. Wait a minute. That means you didn't buy one of my tents.
Oh, you sell tents?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we did give the workshop so that the layman could, but usually it's a good way to get to sell tents to them. Well, I see you're a dabbler of the arcane.
Emphasis on dabbler, yes.
Well, I could certainly use some help here. If you care to pitch in, I could give you a ride back to New Baldur's Gate if you wish.
And I'm gonna turn and look at the party. We have to actually finish our patrol here, but after that, we would definitely take a ride. That
Well,
doesn't
are
mean
you-
that we can't help
as-
you now, though.
As patrol members, are you entitled to make arrests?
Yes.
Yes.
I would be absolutely honored if you would consider riding in my ship while we patrol. We assumed when we did our last spell, strangest things have happened. Not that long ago, we couldn't even figure out where they were, and then we could again, and then we got to this point, and then my ship hit the ground. We saw a strange purple light in the distance. We were going to go investigate that as well. Is that really why you were out here, or were you on other business?
That was one of the reasons we were out here.
Now, I would be honored if you would make the arrest of the person who stole the magic item from my ship.
Do you have a name?
I
Yeah.
do not. But my divination did provide me some information. It was a lady. She was human, noble value and lineage, but I couldn't see a face.
What would a human noble be doing out here?
That is a very good question. What would a human noble be doing stealing stuff off of my ship?
It's a mystery.
And bold enough to leave a coin!
Yeah, honestly, child's
I recall
play.
cor-
Like that
it was
was a child's mistake. Come on.
And he pulls it out. It's a copper piece.
Like, it was an insult to leave a copper for it.
The gall,
people.
the sheer gall.
It's very gold.
Let me tell you, I bet that person who left that coin is the type of person who would steal the journals of somebody with a dead daughter. The last journal of the memory of that daughter, and just steal them. That is the type of person that leaves a coin like that.
Hmm.
That is strangely
I would guess.
Specific and yet probably true. You know, and he puts the coin in a little pouch that he's got right here. Right here. It's just a little pouch. Leather.
It's on his.
Normal.
It's like on
right
his
here.
neck, on his shirt.
On his neck.
I don't mean to alarm you, but are you aware that about 45 miles from here, there's a murder mountain that is raining down fire and carries a dragon and kind of killing anything within its immediate vicinity?
Well, I did kind of see it start to rise up. If you're talking about that giant fortress.
Yes.
That would be it.
Yes, we saw it in the distance as we were crossing the ocean a while back. But I had to drop off that godforsaken bard in New Baldur's Gate. He was, absolutely terrible. But after I hung him upside down and he revealed where my ring was, it was pretty easy to do. Anyway, well, it seemed to be a considerable distance. If we can get this ship up and running, we might be able to get out of here faster and outrun it, provided nothing makes it stop flying again.
Oh, that sounds painful.
Do you know why it might have stopped flying in the first place?
I've not the faintest clue. The gods themselves would have to tell me.
Strange weather in these parts, but I sure would like to be flying today.
I tried every trick in the book to keep us from crashing, and nothing was working. Hang on. A little firework goes off. Ah, magic's back.
Magic
All right.
was gone?
Yes, it's horrible.
I didn't know that was possible.
Ooh, I could do the. I'll leave the coin for right now. We need to get in the air. Yes.
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 All right, James, get the nimble rights up. I shall assign the attend to our guests. Yes, sir. And James walks to the other side of the ship, and you hear the
So,
Of the nimble right start to go to work.
Sergio would have been looking for, like, you said it was on a string around his neck, the pouch.
Mm-hmm.
There wouldn't happen to be a knot that could conveniently be untied.
Nope. They're not. Just a pouch.
Well, I mean, then the string that goes around his neck.
Nope.
That part.
If the knot is anywhere, it's right in the front on the pouch.
Okay.
Yes. So, anyway, how long have you been traveling? Please, let's board. We can eat and dine.
Let's see. We set out from New Baldur's Gate,
Several weeks
almost-
back.
yeah, almost four weeks ago, I think.
And as you guys chat a little bit and make small talk, the nimble rights are going to work. You see James like casting mending on some things. He does at times interrupt, and he goes, I have to attend to this. This is a personal thing. And he gets up occasionally and goes and handles certain types of magical repairs or makes the nimble rights do something a little more complex that James can't handle. Comes back, sits down, has scones like appear, as well as endless flasks of ale for all of you. And then very quickly after that, well, it looks like everything's ready to go. Would you like a ride, or are you going to hit the road?
We would be very grateful for a ride if you don't mind.
Believe me, I'll be grateful when you arrest the ruffian who stole my things. Noble or not, this is a lady that must be put in manacles as soon as possible.
And with that, he gets behind the wheel, puts his hand over a little gem, pulls a crank, and the ship begins to rise into the air. Just in time to see, 45 miles away, a floating fortress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's terrifying.
That has moved away from you. And is not moving necessarily towards the city. It is still raining down fireballs or electrical lightning, but you don't see a dragon.
Do be careful. There may be a dragon about.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, any ideas where these ruffians could be? Or shall I pull out my coin and try to use my spell and find them?
Well, when we were doing patrol, we ran into some other people saying that they were going on an expedition to an old giant outpost near west of here, towards the purple color. And there was a little noble lady with them. Seems strange, that one.
But with a purple lady?
No, purple color, noble lady.
Yes.
Noble
Or at least
purple
she
color.
seemed noble. It's not as though she told us that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just, cold, a little disdain in her eyes. The type of person who would pick the bag right off of somebody laying dead on the ground and just walk away cool as a cucumber.
Lucy's now weirdly feeling defensive for Turja. Weird.
Your examples are oddly specific. Do you happen to know any noble ladies that you're angry with for some reason?
I have to
I-
agree with Turgid.
I agree. I'm like, I think he knows who did it.
I have never been on a flying ship before. This is amazing.
Oh, yes. These are very interesting magical constructs.
Did you build this yourself?
I absolutely did. Well, I had some help of some amazing carpenters, and my nimble-rights, of course, helped. Halrua is an amazing place to learn to make things. Anyway, all right, well then, to the Purple City we go. How long did they leave for that place?
It's,
Purple Light.
that was about a week ago. So they're probably there since the distance and stuff.
Well, I don't know how far away that light is, but it looks awfully grim. If I could get some measurements. Well, I don't know how wide it is. That's part of the problem. Well, we'll make toward that light as quickly as possible. We'll either catch them or we'll be right on their tail. You can rest easy knowing that we can do this.
Believe in you. You seem super powerful and smart, and look at your ship. Can you show me how it works?
I certainly can.
And he begins to briefly explain some of the various different factors of it.
Yes, this activates the ship itself. It's keyed to me particularly, so only myself or James can operate it.
Like how so? Like how is it key to you? Like do you have like a key or?
It's arcane quantum encryption that's keyed to our genetic makeup. It
Wow.
Yes. So it prevents other people from just stealing the ship. It's part of the safety.
I walk
features.
away.
It's a flaw, but
I
it's a
just walk
safety
away.
feature. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, but hey, wait a minute. You've got to see how the steering goes.
No, I
'cause
don't.
Anyone can steer.
No, it's fine.
No,
I'm good. I'm so
How the
smart.
steering goes.
use this wheel, and this tilts left and right. Use this lever to go up or
Gears.
down in altitude. And these, you can see there's a chair here, so you can pull the chair up, and then these pedals help you steer left and right. And then occasionally, should you need to,
The second wheel here activates your angle, so you could have more angle, and you can use that to absolutely spin a few things and really rock this ship into tighter turns, tougher angles. It's still a ship. It's not as agile as, say, riding on a griffin, but it gives a lot of options. That being said, your friend seemed a little too interested in how this ship was run, but the real key. And he pulls out is this necklace right here. See how it matches the color of the orb to activate?
Oh,
It's-
yes.
it's
That's
great.
very clever.
Because older systems that the wizards made, you had to insert the thing into the thing. But now this is like what we call keyless activation. So you just have to be near it and you're good.
That's very impressive. That must be very difficult magic.
It's the finest that how your wizards can create. The current thing. I upgraded it myself. It was only 100,000 gold.
How did you make 100,000 gold?
I'm a wizard.
I didn't realize that the profession was that lucrative.
Well, I mean, I make all those things that get sold at the various different, expos and option shops and stuff like that. And mine is some of my Thumbwild extra dimensional spaces and nimble rights are well made and well respected throughout all of Faerun and Kozakura.
That's very fascinating.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I'm sorry, please forgive me. What's your name?
Serja.
Durja. Tis an absolute pleasure.
I confess to some dabbling in the arcane, but I'm nowhere near your level, absolutely.
Anyone can learn. After all, I showed your companion and he was able to make an extra dimensional tent.
That's very true. Perhaps while we're here, I can learn something from you, if you'd be willing to teach me.
Oh, you help me arrest that ruffian and I'll teach you anything you wish.
So it's just you two on the ship? And the
Well-
Nimblerites?
That's in my security detail of nimble rights. They man the ship, they man the weapons, they secure everything, they do repairs, and they are very effective.
Can,
You have the wood nimble rights here, and you have the iron nimble rights there, and there. And you see what at first you thought were decorations. The rest of you know exactly what they are. But what at first you thought were iron decorations on part of the ship are actually, you can see the outlines of how they spring into form as metal nimble rights.
Say, what magic item was stolen from you?
It was a necklace that prevents location and detection.
Most
Did you make it?
Convenient to locate.
But you're tracking the thief.
That is the interesting part, isn't it? But it's almost unbelievably coincidental that at some point they just shunted across, and then at some point they were somewhere in the ocean, but I couldn't find them. And then the next thing I know, they're on this side of the world in unexplored spaces. And then they were deep in the jungle, and then I couldn't find them for a while, and then I could, and then my ship crashed. It was just
what exactly made this weird necklace so important?
it was mine.
Did you make it?
You're going-
That was very
He's
impressive.
going through a lot of trouble to get it back from a person who I presume, based on basic logic, doesn't have it. Since you can track them.
It's I took it first.
It's not yours, so you
Good
lied.
adventuring does, and well, I decided after I got it that I wasn't going to sell it after I was going to sell it.
So how much would you have sold it for?
Maybe 30,000 gold, maybe 20,000 if they jump. You know, where we can negotiate heavily, but you know, pretty penny.
20,000 gold. Is it that valuable, truly?
Not really, but that's what I would sell it for.
Ah,
You're just a buyer through and through. I like you.
I give Luciano a look, but I don't say.
Hey, look. How many of you can make that?
You didn't.
Exactly.
Surely you can make more. I mean, you made the ship, right? You're clearly an amazing wizard.
Well, there's study, and I had to do a lot of things. That particular thing is, well, I'll be honest, it's a null magic, if you will. Not very good at null magics.
Huh. Yeah.
It's kind of like the anti-divination magic, if you will. And, yeah. There are times I wonder if I'm on a wild goose chase with this, one clue left behind. He tugs on the pouch for a brief moment.
Perhaps whoever took the necklace left it there to toy with you on purpose. Perhaps perhaps it's not actually leading you to her. Perhaps it's leading you on a wild goose chase.
Maybe. But I'm gonna track it down just to be sure.
I think that's smart. You know, someone took something from you, and I think that's a valuable use of your time.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's the principle of the matter.
Principles. It's very important to keep your principles.
That's why I hung that bard upside down until he told me where my ring of spell storing was.
Where was it?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, my ring of spell storing. This one.
What
Let me show it
bard?
to you. Well, a really snotty one who apparently left his wife and then stole something from me when he got a ride on my ship. But he buried it near, what is it, Triel? Actually, a little fortress town to the north of it. And he buried it near a fence post. And after I got a hold of him, after he stole it, yes, you just can't trust people anymore. That's why I started setting the Nimblewrights up to guard me. Anyway, he's alive. He has brown pants now, but he's alive. Look at
So
this
smart.
progress we're making. That purple light's getting closer.
Perhaps you ought to sit down before we get too close to it. I'm not sure.
Well, we
Right,
haven't
um,
even seen where it is on the ground yet.
I want to. I'll turn to him, like, as he's like stopping, having a conversation with me to talk to Turja. The second he turns away,
Mhm.
I reach into, you know, where my component pouch would be, and I start to cast suggestion. I'm reaching out to touch his shoulder and say, "Hey, how about you let me hold on to that coin pouch, that pouch with the coin?"
Can you cast suggestion for me real quick?
I
are
am
you trying
about
do
to.
this subtly.
Yeah, 100%. I'll even liars gift it.
Okay, let me make a quick roll here. What's the DC on that?
15.
I gotta know why you'd ask me to do that.
Just safekeeping. You talk about you keep getting robbed. I figure, why not hand over the coin to the safety patrol? Is that so crazy?
Okay. You make sense there, old bean. I'll hand you the coin pouch.
All right. Thank you. All right, onwards.
Why would you do that, sir?
And I kind of wink at James, and I'm
James,
just like, don't worry
he's
about
making sense.
it. That's
If
right,
these
James.
people can't be trusted, I don't know who can be.
Amen.
And with that, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, maybe 10 minutes, and we will be right back and find out what happens next as the ship is making its way quickly towards this purple light. And we're back. Hey, thanks for joining us again. We are on an airship, Oscar Thumbwild's airship, with his acolyte James and his nimble right crew, as the party is now debating what to do. And I might add, I am loving what chat's got going on. And unfortunately, I'm also seeing some of the background chat with the players, which scares the absolute bejesus out of me. So, kicking off, the airship is in flight. The purple light is gaining ever so closer. The airship is fast, certainly faster than you would be on the ground. However, it is still an airship and moving at airship speeds. You no longer can see the fortress in the distance. The moon has begun to come up along with a series of clouds.
It's beautiful out. Purple glow.
As the clouds come in from the west, distant thunder can be heard. What would you like to do as the ship makes its way further forward?
Not sure there's much to do besides wait.
Okay. While you're
I'd
waiting,
like to have a chat with Oscar Thumbwild.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, before you start your chat, Sim, watching over the side, you see a bunch of birds suddenly go, and then right behind them, a whole bunch of red-eyed things, and snatch the birds out of the air, silhouette style. You see feathers go sort of go as these red-eyed things that you remembered that you saw near the Aboria town of the Tabaxi suddenly just obliterate a flock of birds from the jungle. And then continue to fly in spirals in the area. And eventually settle back into the trees once more.
I'll make a note of it, but I don't necessarily feel the need to share with the group.
Okay.
There's bad stuff around.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be a surprise to anybody.
Rafe, you feel surprisingly okay on a stable ship as this, except for the fact that you're gnawing in the back of your head that anyone else could theoretically turn off the magic at any point in time, and you would no longer be safe. What does that make you think? What does that make you want to do?
Jump, jump, jump.
At the moment, nothing. There's nothing to do. But future Rafe might want to actually figure out how to get his hands on a featherfall ring.
Luciano, what are you doing?
Luciano he has pocketed the pouch, and he's keeping his hand on it in his pocket. He's eyeing Turja.
While he's eyeing you, Turja, you approach Oscar Thumbwild.
Well, I was wondering if I could ask you something.
Sure.
You've been traveling so much. I don't suppose you've heard about any of the giant attacks over in Faerun?
Oh, yes, there's a series of them. There was one that just hit Luskin not that long ago. Frost giants attacked and giant ships. It was quite amazing. And then there was the hill giants that hit Golden Fields just a month or two ago. It was quite spectacular. The
people held it off. The Stormbreaker hero team actually stopped them. That was how they got their name, actually.
Was that in Tribal? I think we heard about that as well.
Yes. But nonetheless, like there have been definitely some giant attacks. Something about giants attempting to retake their position. It's really strange.
Retake their position? What do you mean?
I don't know all the details, but I guess giants have the series of giants that decided that they didn't like little people like us, and well, there's a whole another problem of giants. Probably has nothing to do with anything you're doing. It's probably that some other Dungeon Master's campaign or something, just causing conflict in the same world.
I actually thought it might actually have something to do with all of this. I mean, that I've heard that purple city was built by the giants, and now we've got that giant mountain that fell down. You saw it yourself. I'm pretty sure giants are on that, and I thought perhaps it was all connected. And if so, well, you're such a learned individual. I was hoping perhaps you could shed some light on how they might be connected.
Well, I don't know anything about giants on that floating rock because everything I saw through my spyglass showed it to be about human-sized.
Oh, really?
Well, the fortress itself certainly is.
Do you know anything about who might? I don't suppose you know who owns it or who's running it.
No idea who's running it now. It looks like a variation, a much smaller version of a Netherese design. But that's 100,000 years ago.
Netherese?
Was it 100,000 years ago? Perhaps.
100,000 years ago.
Yeah, maybe 40,000. I could be wrong. I'm not a big treatsy on the Netherese. They were quite foul, and as part of the reason the Hal Ruins are completely separate. If you look at ancient history of Hal Ruin, hey, it is what it is.
I'm afraid you've gone far beyond anything I've ever studied.
Well, we all study different things, right? It was part of, the schooling, upbringing, ancient Hal Ruin, its supposed beginnings. But you know how things are. Things always get raised up from ancient history and elevated to a level it probably isn't. Nature of the beast. Anyway, as to giants of the city, that's very intriguing. But are the giants still there? Because if so, the giants can be a problem.
No, I don't think the giants are still there anymore. At least, well, not anymore. But we were afraid that it might have to do with ancient giant magic. And I was, as a wizard, I was hoping perhaps you might understand more about that than us.
Unfortunately, not my area. I'm just searching for someone who stole something from me. But, your friend mentioned that there's very likely the person I'm looking for is hidden in the Purple City. And by golly, we're going to go there and find them.
Absolutely. I sort of give him an unconvincing smile and nod.
That's the spirit. Roll deception check. Investigation +1 was played for Turja by a player. Anyone? As a Joshua. All right, thank you.
Oof.
It's actually a +1 history. It's a weirdly named card.
Okay. +1 to history. Okay. Yeah. Yes, of course. I'm glad to have you guys aboard. It's so nice to have you. Anyway, hold on a second. You see him adjust the lever a bit. Whoa, particularly tall trees there. Ooh, back down we go. All right, we're just going to keep above that tree line there. There we go. Just in case something else shuts out the magic. Anything else?
Have you ever heard of the Harpers?
an organization that thinks that they're there to keep stability, but in many cases accidentally create more instability. Yes, I've heard of them. I don't work with them. Not my business. Quite frankly, I'd just as soon throw them off my ship as let them on. You're not a harper, are you?
Oh, no. The reason I ask is because I ran across somebody else who was, and I was just curious about they refused to explain very much about it, but I thought since you're so widely traveled.
Well, I travel from place to sell things. I don't usually trade in secrets.
Secrets? Are they a secret then?
They tend to be. You may want to take cover. It looks like we're going into a storm. Strange that lightning is purple in color.
Not too good.
Uh,
I head back.
Maybe we don't want to go right into the eye of the storm? Given what that purple magic has been rumored to do to the people on the ground? Or dog people?
True. A couple more days pass. I'm just going to say it. We speed things along here. The lightning seems to be coursing out from storms that are coursing out from around this purple beam as it does whatever it does to the air and weather around it. As you crest the horizon, then you see a massive lake. A lake so big it has to be at least 400 miles long. Let me rephrase that. Probably about 200 miles long. But it's big, and then maybe 50 to 75 miles wide. You guys decide not to go floating over the water, mostly because there's no potential concealment. Two, if water or if magic stops you, then crash into the water at a high rate of speed, which is like hitting concrete. It's much easier to be just above trees and have trees help break your fall, believe it or not.
Believe it.
So you swing south. And as you swing south, you then crest the horizon. And from there, you see in the distance, on the shore of the lake itself, on the west side, is what appears to be a stone city that is masked very well by the jungle itself, except for where it comes across the lake. And from there, the highest building there, which looks to have been shattered at the top, is a purple light shooting straight up from it. From this distance, you see Oscar Thumbwild swinging around. It's like, well, we're a good 25, 30 miles away, and he swings out the, what do you call it? The
Spyglass?
Spyglass. Except his is mechanical. Like it's not like a leather with two lenses in it. It's like clunk. And hang on a minute. He touches a little thing, and then the optics glow, a light blue-green color. Good Lord. My, the gods.
Is it?
What do you see, man?
There. He hands you the spyglass. You take a look.
Yeah.
You see much closer. You see bodies literally everywhere. They do not necessarily look like the gnolls that you were fighting before. They are fur covered, mostly bones in many cases too, but they're all over this tower. And you see the other buildings are damaged too. From whatever made this top of this building, this large, like maybe 15-story building, shatter at the top. Its debris went into other buildings nearby. And from the base of that building, you see a large opening. And at that particular moment, you see what looks like a couple hundred gnolls streaming out of it and immediately like stalking the city. And then you see further down, and you see him then point down and say, look down there, and like 10 miles away you see torches of being carried by another few hundred gnolls. And occasionally
looks
you
like
hear
a-
little yeah of them in the woods and jungle around.
Plague of purple destruction. Anyone else? Or I hand the spyglass back.
I go ahead and take a look.
You take a look and you see the same kinds of things. In addition to that, you see a lot of the buildings have burn marks, damage, destruction, just the whole city. You don't see anything giant. Everything looks to be about humanoid size.
So-
This place wasn't built by giants after all.
Well, that's what my dad would. But I don't think this is that other place. It's nearby, but not the dog people place.
Hmm.
So they say a meteorite did that 50 years back.
Did what?
All that purple stuff crashed there.
Meteorite.
It did that.
No.
Wow, pretty crazy. I bet a wizard would love to take a look at that stuff. Oh.
I am failing to see how we're gonna get close to that.
Yeah, without turning into a raving mad knoll, right?
I don't know about turning into one. I just know we'd have to face maybe a few hundred of them. You know, there may be a way to at least get you onto the ground.
So,
The ground?
Well, hear me out. I have 6 suits that, well, I would have had more,
Okay.
but those had holes in them. I was attacked by elemental cultists of the air, and they wore these special suits that allowed them to glide right down to the ground. Or, if they caught the currents right, they could fly a little bit for a while. Glide, really. But I could fly really high above this area, and you guys could put those suits on, and you could glide down.
You can already do that, and I point to Vale.
Captain?
you're a wizard. Can't you just make us invisible?
The whole ship?
Well, no, just us.
I'm sorry, you want me to make you all invisible as you fly down?
Well,
Because I'm not putting my ship anywhere near that.
I don't blame you. That's the
Terrifying.
9 hells down there.
But if you manage to get in from the top and sneak your way,
Are we above it now?
Miles
No.
away.
no, you're probably 30 miles away or 40 miles away, give or take. With darkness coming, we could do this in the night.
How would we get out, though?
If you manage to make it back to the top of that tower, I can do a quick swoop in and pick up. Even better. Even better. Here, you see this ring? This ring? This is a ring of levitation. If you tie a rope to this ring, and tie yourselves to that rope, and you cut it loose, and you cast a light spell on it, I will see it as the beacon, and I will fly my ship straight through, and I will put my mast through that ring. That's not a small ring, it's like a big ring like this. And I will scoop it up, and it will scoop you up, and then I will pull you up by that rope. I won't even have to slow down.
That's just crazy enough that it might work, but
sounds horribly dangerous.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but why would we want to go in on the ground? I mean, I realize, like, raving patrols of gnolls bad for everyone, but What's the upside?
Well, while you guys were still staring at things, what I noticed is the patrols only come when that light pulses extra bright purple, and then it just fades to a kind of a mediocre lavender color, right?
Okay.
So I think what I also have noticed is I've never seen any gnolls going back in.
You like it's teleporting him out like a portal?
Either that or there's a tunnel. And,
So we going through the top.
well, I don't know that you should jump into that light,
No, we jump in.
but you jump in, right?
Yeah.
You land on the temple. You find another way in, because temples usually have more than one way. Never go through
Typically.
the big open entrance in the front. You sneak in, figure out what you gotta figure out, sabotage it, stop it, and then you get back up to the top.
I'm looking for
Release
Bart.
the ring, and I come get you.
Okay. Yep. It's just simple enough. It might not work. I mean, yep. Let's do
Do
it.
you have sending?
What?
No.
In his head, he hears, "Yes, you can respond to this message."
Perfect. So
What?
here's what you do.
You
Just to
asked a
keep an
question
extra
and said
layer of
perfect.
safety. I'm sorry.
You asked a question, didn't get an answer, and then said perfect and kept talking.
Yes, I did. Thank you. So, here's what we'll do. For an extra layer of safety, I will stay above the cloud line until you send me that message. That's when I'll dive down. Pew, ready to scoop you up.
Message.
yes.
What message?
I thought the message was the ring. I thought you were going to see the ring. Now we have to send a message?
Wouldn't
Before
it
you
make
get to
sense?
the top, let me know that you're coming out.
Wouldn't it make more sense to use some sort of physical signal?
Well, the ring will be a physical signal. But if I'm above the cloud line, I really can't see it. Okay,
Cool.
fair enough. Fine.
No,
I
no,
will
we got it. We
circle
got
at
it.
a safe
Sending-
distance and height below the cloud line. You
I
send
like
up
the
that
idea that we
ring,
just scratched the whole plan
we're gonna-
out. And
We're going to shoot through. Who's carrying the ring?
I'll carry the ring.
So brave of you, Lucy.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll take
Right,
the ring.
Be sure and set up your rope ahead of time.
I'm not carrying the ring.
I'll carry the ring.
Who's going to carry the ring?
I'll carry the ring.
Or Val can do it.
I'll carry the ring.
Who will be the ring bearer?
I'll carry it, Mr. Frodo.
Oh, but I don't know who to give it to.
You
Put
carry
the
it.
ring right here on the ground.
You come with us. James stays here and flies the ship. Perfect. We none of us have to worry about it. You have
I
sending,
didn't
right?
think about that. No, I'm not going to do that. James, have the nimble rights bring up the crate with the air elemental already on it, sir. A few moments later, two nimble rights come up with a crate, put it down, pop it open, and they pull out 6 suits. You don't have to all wear them. But
Sir
he has 6
Wizard,
of them.
did we anger you in some way that you would foist this plan upon us to dump us in the city?
Well, I'm hoping you find the lady who's responsible for stealing stuff, because I'm pretty sure she did this.
Yeah, I don't think she made it on foot into that city. So
She's
those
probably
raving
the one who's in
bandits-
charge of all of them.
It's entirely possible.
I mean, let's be honest. She would have to be a wizard of considerable power to get onto my ship and steal something so overtly and then leave a trinket as a big middle finger to my abilities. I'm certain she's the person who's probably
Yes.
consorting with demons and devils and stuff.
An arch wizard, that makes sense. Consorting with devils and demons.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, we had some extra rope from when we went out on safety patrol, right?
Oh, you have tons of it. I brought it.
Okay,
Except
yeah.
for the one you cut out. But yes, you each have rope.
Somebody could tie some good knots and attach it to the ring of levitation there.
Well, I have an idea too. Underneath all of those suits, we wear our climbing harnesses for each one of us so we can link into it quickly.
Fair enough.
It just means that once we get picked up, we will have to be very careful because we have to unlink at some point. So whenever we get to go pick up, we will be attached to the rope together and it will be a very difficult situation.
I feel like you can trust me with anything rope related.
I feel I can too.
Thank you.
Yes. So, yes.
Yes.
Let's do rope stuff.
Ropes.
Okay. Let's get the rope strung out. And he strings out the rope. How many feet of rope do you think you will need?
Oh, probably 200 feet.
200
Cool.
feet. That's at least 2 ropes, possibly 3.
So, what's the reward for finding this villainous lady?
Ooh, I didn't think you wait. There's no reward. You get to do the arrest. You get the satisfaction of knowing an arrest was made. Yes.
That sucks.
Yes.
I mean,
Do we have
I
jurisdiction on Dogtown, though?
suppose I could offer you each either a handy haversack, perhaps a bag of holding.
Bag of holding would be good compensation for turning in
even
such a ne'er-do-well.
Special chests that are directly connected to a necklace that when
Necklaces.
you use the magic command word, it activates and a chest appears that you can have stocked with whatever you want in it. It's temperature controlled, moisture controlled. Perfect.
That sounds lovely. Thank you so much.
One for each of you if you get her.
Got it.
I mean, people pay $50,000 each. I mean, gold pieces each for those.
Why that?
Dollars for another world. That doesn't really matter here. They don't even have magic. So,
Yep.
Shall we?
Luciana's suiting up. Ready to jump, Cap.
Are we going to be, overhead type deal?
I mean, I just need to know that you guys are going to do it. I've already set the course. We'll be over in about an hour.
Sure.
All right. I'm going in at over 2,000 feet. So it'll probably take you about 10 seconds, maybe, at most, to hit the ground.
Yeah, that's nice. Let's go.
Yep.
All right. So you guys get on your way, and he goes, all right, get on the sides, or wherever you're jumping from. Do it from the back of the ship. That way you don't hit anything on the way down.
Hey, are these suits charged up right as we're about to
I
drop
kick fail.
There's no charge.
over? But I'm only falling at 60 feet a second.
Well, you can turn it on and off.
Yep. I'd have to take it off my finger, though.
No,
It's the ring.
It's at will.
The ring.
It automatically works,
Yeah.
whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Correct.
Okay. You've got a choice. I mean, you call how fast or slow you want to go. So everybody else, all right, 3, 2, go, 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 go. And you guys all just go off the back. And you see the ship start to go straight back up, even higher. Lightning is flashing. Suddenly a close lightning clap goes off. And you feel the heat as lightning has crossed below you into the ground. You see torches glowing in the city below you. However, you feel that you are totally masked by the night weather, the darkness of night, and your own ability to float down. En route, you see a variety of buildings stretching out, but they are all roads lead to this temple in the middle with the busted top. It's obviously a major temple. There is obviously, an altar at the very top, large stairs going up on the angles that are there to the very top. However, whatever was there past the altar, completely gone. Staring down, you can see the beams of purple light as it pulses one more time, and then you see on your way down just a few hundred. And just before you hit the top, you see a lightning flash. In the distance, you see a floating, massive stone fortress. Slow.
Do we all land?
You all touch down.
Is Vale falling slower?
I need everyone to make an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice, to see if you land safely or if you bust an ankle on the way down.
Before I do this, how long was our trip?
10 seconds.
No, our trip on the ship? Because that's going to determine how exhausted I am.
True.
That was like 5 days.
Okay.
You cannot possibly be exhausted
you're
in
dead.
6.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking the full. That's what I was saying. So I'm
Okay,
trying to do a
okay.
calculation where I'd like to be as a 3 exhaustion is what my intention was.
Okay. So you get yourself to a 3 exhaustion.
Absolutely.
All right.
I would like to. I would like to play her a bardic song.
Oh my goodness. You have all 3 of those. You have disadvantage on ability checks, your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
But I want to play her. I want to play her a bard song to give her bardic inspiration dice.
Okay, so Turja and Sim have a hard landing. You take D4 hit points each. You each take 2 hit points of damage.
Question.
Just from the blunt landing. Yes,
Can I bardic her, or can I instead do levitate on her before she hits the ground?
No. Because this is how they land. You won't see it fast enough to be able to do it. And you're kind of a little bit apart and just figuring out how to do this yourself. But you do all manage to land with minimal issues otherwise. No permanent injuries, thankfully, because nobody rolled so badly that they blew the DC completely out of the water. But that is your landing.
I'll go over and I'll do my best to kind of pick her up.
Thanks, Lucy. Good looking out. Oh, that was a little windy.
Looking down, you are at least 40, 50 feet in the air. You see the yellowed stone of this city built out. Interestingly, this, the angles are so perfect and pristine on all these roads, but as they lead to this central large tower that has the look down on everything else, it is not lit where you are. Only your own vision and the purple lightning and the purple light itself lighting the top of what's left of this temple is what allowed you to land with minimal issues. What are you doing from here?
I don't think Vale's with you. Yeah.
Does
Do we
Bale
see
still
him
landing?
falling?
It's 2,000 feet up, right?
Yeah, give or take.
It's like 30 rounds.
As you guys are sitting there, you're like, how long do you think it'll be before he gets down?
When he gets, can I hold an action?
You sure can.
When he gets 15 feet away from us, can I lightning lure?
That's a damaging move if you do that.
Yeah.
And it will create a bright light.
Brighter than the purple light?
It definitely will create a bright flash on your position.
I'll let him go.
It's up to you. I'm just making sure you're fully aware of what you're thinking about.
Let him go.
All right.
I'll let him fall.
30
If you love
rounds.
something, you gotta let it go.
Was it three minutes? That's about 3 minutes time. You see this armored figure.
Yeah, they're soft landing. Oh, sorry. I'm here.
Now what are you doing?
Finally. All right.
You've
Find a
just,
way in?
You've just halo jumped onto this top of this place. Do you shed your outer flight garments?
Why? Is it hard to wear?
Well, it's over your harness, and yes, it is hard to wear because it's got flaps and stuff. I mean, it's okay to land and fight with it, but it's not exactly easy to move around it.
I take mine off and put it in my bag.
It unzips quickly. It's like a flight suit.
Yeah, take it off.
Okay.
We should probably find some place to hole up first, some sort of quiet hideaway. And Sin, you should rest if you can. You look horrible.
Oh, hey,
Rude.
so do you.
All right.
Clock
we're
is
gonna-
ticking.
Yeah, we gotta find this noble and find that noble fast.
This one? And I point to Turja.
No, the other one that's supposedly here.
Well, we need...
Vale doesn't know.
That's what but the other guy's not with us, right? It's just us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was like, Vale, you know it's Turja, right?
What?
Wait, Turja, you are the person who... What is Turja? Bart's there with you too.
Yeah.
Turja
Yeah, no,
did it.
she's the one who stole it, Bart.
What?
It
Yeah.
was a
Now
group
you're
effort.
involved, and you betray us.
Wait a minute. You're the
Yeah.
person who stole his necklace?
It was a group effort. I glanced meaningfully at the others.
You wanted to be involved, Bart. Now you're involved.
But
And you don't have to be horrible to him.
so this man doesn't know it was you,
No.
No.
and
There's
you
no
were
idea.
back on his ship again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Only a powerful archwizard could have possibly hoodwinked the great Oscar Thumbwild, but you've heard it from his own lips.
Hey, this is
Give you all some credit. This is amazing. This is an adventure. This is good story.
is a safety patrol.
Safety patrol. I
You have to come up with a good reason that Luciano either lost the coin or we need to find some way to switch it with a plausible substitute.
No, I lost it in the purple light, and I kind of threw up. Yeah.
You could have kept it. Why?
You.
Listen. All right, let's find a way into this place. We can.
And
get
I
out of
look
here
at Turja to so she knows what I did for her. I'm like, yeah.
I said
At least plant it on a knoll, Luciano. What are you doing?
It's not too late. Like, grab it back.
Grab it.
So 45 feet up in the air. You have a great view of the rest of the city. You're on top of a portion of the temple top. You can look around, look for other entrances, whatever you want to
Make
do.
our own entrance.
That's going to be a feat.
And loud. I'll spider climb down the outside and take a peek, looking for.
Well, you're
windows.
already on the outside. So
Ah.
imagine an Aztec temple style building, right? Stairs on all four sides, right? Or on the front side, excuse me, stairs. Some minor stairs in different places, but you've only seen the front. You kind of landed toward the front. You can shift around the back, see some other things if you want, but that's what you've seen so far. Do you want to go around back? Do you want to look at the sides? You want to try to jump down the purple light? Don't recommend, but you can.
The purple light's like in the center of the pyramid type deal.
Yeah, in the center top where it just blew everything out.
As much as falling through the air is something, I suggest we find some way down that doesn't involve falling.
You're so smart, Reeve.
I recommend we do not take the stairs.
Okay, we're running out of options.
Well, as easily as we go down these stairs, you can see that other people who would see us could easily come back up them.
What would you recommend instead?
Find another way. I mean, these temple type things. I mean, like, look, you are the adventurers too, but one of
Invisibility.
the things I
magic.
know about buildings like this is no priest wants only one way in, one way out, because that's when the people decide they're going to murder all the priests and then they can't get out. They always have other ways in and out.
Can I do
Or
an
at least-
investigation check for secret entrances?
You certainly can.
And within one,
I'm actually. I am thinking about the likelihood of a secret passage being built into a temple, and from a religious perspective, where would I have put a hidden passage on a temple?
By the altar.
Good question.
I will say that as you look around, you find a number of things. One, you find some areas that may be secret passages, but you're not quite sure because of the way it's an old set of buildings. You do find another opening. It's like a back deck that would have a beautiful view of the jungle beyond the city, as well as the city itself on the other side from the stairs. It is a wide open platform, and there is no furniture per se, but it is a wide open platform that sticks out from the temple and then goes into it itself. Looking at the walls, though, there doesn't appear to be a separate entrance or exit, which means that there has to be an entrance here somewhere, right? However, Turgia could not find it.
Want me to do the purple light?
Want you to do the purple light, what?
Oh, we know you can get in that way, right?
No.
It'd be really interesting if you tried, though, Vale.
At
light
some
like
point
dangerous.
while you're
Can
doing
I
this,
check-
by the way, just a heads up on that purple light, it pulses once again,
Light.
and then a small flock of those terrible beady red-eyed creatures flies out into the night air.
Well, that's fun. Definitely not going into the purple light.
Let's at least move around, try and find some way to get
I was
in.
gonna say, can I want to go to the outside edge of where we are. Oh, you said there's a balcony, right? Or like a
And you guys got down there, but Turgia could not find the entrance. Like the wall
I wanna
that would
look for
go
the
into the
entrance.
temple itself there's a beautiful wall there. But Turgia, she's looking, she still can't seem to find it. She got there has to be an entrance there somewhere.
using my cunning, wily ways. Can I also investigate?
Yes, you can.
Hands around the wall. It's a wall.
I was going to
Definitely a
supervise.
No, this is a wall.
Still
I can
a
see that
wall.
myself.
Rafe, you want to give it a shot? Maybe you and Sim
Sure.
working together or something?
Sure.
Let's just make an entrance.
So while Turgia and
Odd.
Luciano are staring at the wall and competing, okay, roll with advantage, Rafe.
This is the whole reason I asked, hey, can I figure out where it would be? And then everyone was like, I'm just going to roll investigation without
So
using the assistance.
no.
Rolling twice is the same as rolling with advantage.
Vale, you're the last best hope for this particular area. There might be more. But
Yes,
this
yes.
particular area.
Very good. I am rapidly folding a piece of paper into a bat-like shape,
Mhm.
and then kind of toss it in front of me, bat, and animate the scroll so I have a little bat companion with blind sight. And
Okay.
I'll kind of go over to the walls where they were looking around and do the investigation and tell the bat help me find the door.
And it flights
Investigation?
around for a minute,
Yeah.
and then you watch it as it goes to the center of that deck area, and then just goes right into the floor. It disappears.
That's the bingo.
That's
bango.
why this was in the wrong place, Wall.
Disappeared
I
somewhere
couldn't-
in the middle of the floor. Go to
I
that spot.
I want to follow the bat, and I just kind of want
Looks
to
like a
step
stone
straight forward.
floor.
That can't be right.
Illusion?
I want to do this. Can I take my fun new bladed flute and just kind of like start stabbing at the ground, just like where
Just
is
goes
it?
right through the area where the bat went through.
Oh,
And then your hand feels the edge of what it feels like a ledge.
Oh, I think it's down here, guys. And I kind of put my head. Can I put my head to it? See if it
Yeah,
goes
you
through.
put your head through, and poof, you
Oh my God,
see
let's see.
a dark passage, not
Oh.
lit. And that's all you can see until you get light down there. It's
Hey,
roughly
Bill, can you come check this out?
4 foot by 4 foot opening. You're lucky
Sure.
none of you fell down it.
As long as you don't push me
What?
through it.
Yeah. Look, what do you see?
I will spider climb grip the edge as I look through.
Like, kick him again. Even though he's already spider climbing, I kick him anyway.
It doesn't work.
Little pat in the back. That's right. Good job, Bill. Good job. Yeah, I look down too.
Okay.
Another just chamber. I'll crawl through that.
It's not a chamber, it's a
Yeah.
ladder.
Oh. Coast is clear. No one's in here. Let's go.
Cool. How deep is it? How long down?
Ladder.
Yeah.
Can't see. How are you seeing?
I'm
Dark
asking
vision?
Vale.
What's that?
Dark vision and the bat. Let's send the bat ahead.
It's
Fine,
about
then
10
come back.
feet down before it opens up.
Oh, yeah, it's the ladder hole.
Gotcha. I go straight down.
The ladder, by the way, is made of stone. It's built into the wall.
That's quality.
Not gonna find anything up here.
Follow.
Okay.
Head there towards adventure.
Adventure.
All right, you get to the bottom.
So what do we do? Find the source of the purple light, kill it, and run away?
Vale, you're in a roughly a 20 foot by 30 foot chamber. It's got some furniture that's busted up and shoved against one side of the wall. Not much else you can see.
I relay it to anyone who can't see due to the lighting condition. Whispering.
And everybody else has gone down the ladder? All right.
Yes.
So as you guys spill into the room, the room is dark. There is a bunch of busted up furniture up against one wall. There appears to be some bedding here and there. And there's a body on one of the beds.
The noble.
Is it a female body?
I mean, it's dark and you haven't walked up to it yet, so
I'll
you're
go
all
check it
surrounding
out.
near the ladder.
I'll head over.
You head over. In the dim light, it is a humanoid creature. It is covered in fur. It has a long, furry tail. It
While he's getting
is
closer,
got a
wanna
face.
light
Yes.
up a torch. While he's getting closer,
Okay, you just
I'm using my lighter.
You light up a torch. The lights come up. At that point, you can see the humanoid better, and it is a dog person. A person. It is a head that looks strangely like. How would you put it? Almost like a German Shepherd, but not quite. Friendly, but dead, and has been dead for a little while now.
Does it have anything resembling pockets that can be searched?
It has robes on that, if you were a gambling person, you would probably wager they were priestly robes.
I conduct.
I feel a. Oh, go.
I conduct a quick search. Can I do an investigation check?
Yeah, you can.
Investigation.
Feel a natural kid. Dog.
15.
Pretty quickly, you discover that he has a tablet, a scroll of papyrus that he's been writing stuff on. That's about it. There's not much else. I mean, there's some beads, some trinkets. It looks like he died of starvation.
Okay.
I cast detect magic really quick. Do I see any magic on any of the beads or trinkets?
No.
That's what I kind of figured, yeah. I take the papyrus scroll and I stash it for a reading later when we have a little reading space.
I can read it now.
I think reading it now would be a good idea.
I take it, I spray, unroll it, and I beckon Val over. I want to see. Can I read it? Like.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know to read this. Val, what does it say?
Let my eyes go black and read the text. I'll translate it.
It is written in dog person, which you and Bart can read. It's confused scribbling at best.
Woof, 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 woof. Literal translation.
We've been beset on all sides. The terror won't close. Damn the high priest for casting this obscene ritual behind the backs of the true gods. There's mention of the days passing and the few priests have held up in here. Luckily, they haven't been able to open the door, and they've stopped checking. However, the rest of his companions have fled through the top, and hopefully have made it out. He is elected to stay here just in case. Food has run out. He's losing hope. By the gods, forgive me. That's it.
I'll make a copy of the scroll using my scribe cantrip and keep that for myself.
Forgive him. I wonder what he wanted to be forgiven for.
He looks nothing like a gnoll.
Maybe he was a bad dog.
I glare at Rafe.
How dare you?
So tear open up. That would be the light that pulses, probably.
Most likely.
Bookshelves, anything?
There's no bookshelves.
Scroll holders, rather.
There's no scroll holders. There are some other scrolls, but they're blank. I mean, this is, the desks and stuff are, jacked up and put up in that area. And then you start to realize that behind all that furniture is probably a door of some sort.
I look at the others and I say, before we investigate and leave this place, it sounds like we're safe here for the moment. Cimarine, we should probably sleep before we go. And I'm looking at Cimarine.
I don't see a broom.
We're in the room.
A broom. You said sweep?
Sleep.
Oh, sleep. I'm okay. You guys look great. Let's just keep going.
And I kind of look to Sim with concern. I'm like, are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine. We're good.
I can help you.
Bags. I don't want your help. Thank you.
If
Maybe I
I
wanna
say
give you-
that I need to sleep quite desperately, or if I say that I'm raring to go and let's go now, would that make you want to rest? Because I'll do that. If that helps.
No, it's okay. I just, I'll sleep. It's fine. Everything is fine. We're fine. Let's just keep pushing.
You'll sleep when you're dead?
Yeah, you get it.
My understanding is we need to not lose the night, right? Light is death here.
I mean,
If we're
very
around when
likely.
the sun comes up.
All right,
Yeah.
so up we go.
Got clock. Sleep afterwards.
Very well.
I guess we're gingerly removing the barricade then to
Okay.
utilize the door.
Make a stealth check.
We doing like a group stealth check or?
Yeah. You're all moving furniture.
Yeah.
Dice do not love me today.
Oh, that dirty 20 loved you.
Well, it wasn't mine.
Rafe is the man. Okay, so your average is more than enough to keep you guys moving. Yeah, a couple different things where some things do make noise, but you're on the other side of a door, so it's probably working in your favor.
Sure.
There is a door on the other side.
Door?
It is also bolted shut from the inside. There are
It is-
cracks where the bolt or the board that is placed across was obviously getting damaged as it came through. The door itself has a lot of damage to it, but it is still there.
Is it locked or anything?
It's bolted shut.
But from this side, there's nothing that we can't unlock, just by unlocking it.
You guys have all the locks on the inside.
Okay.
Can you peek through? Is there a hole or a crack?
Yeah, there's a big old keyhole. This is not a sophisticated locked door.
I'll throw my eyeball up if nobody else wants to.
Throw your what up?
Eyeball, take a peek through. Looking for signs of light.
You're going to eyeball the lock?
Yeah.
It's dark on the other side. There's no sounds on the other side, nothing.
Hey, it seems like the perfect time. Not seeing anything.
Go. Open that puppy up.
You open it up. You open it up. On the inside, you see a long hallway that goes left and right. Along that hallway, you see several openings where doors used to be. And there are bones all over the hallways.
That can't possibly be good.
What did we need here again?
Turja.
So we have Turja. So we go?
No. Well, we're here. We might as well try and seal that rift, right? Big damn heroes. Hey,
Yes.
Can you kill gnolls for your master?
Who?
I don't
Me?
know. Yeah.
I can kill a lot of things. I don't think anybody wants a knoll.
Okay.
Hey,
Judgy.
just a heads up, gnolls are in the demon family, and every dead gnoll is a good dead gnoll. You should probably reconsider your options there. I mean, like, if you could stop them from gaining a foothold on this planet, you're stopping the demonic incursions, and then again, you might be considered a hero again within the,
Everyone assume I want to be a hero.
Well, I mean, one way or another, you've already been a hero to the Infernal Legion, so, why stop now?
All you heard him say was, everyone assumes I want to be a hero.
You want
I
to
guess
be
we
proud.
go on.
No, I wasn't assuming that.
No, I'm fine. Let me rephrase. I'm going on.
Oh,
This is very
very
good,
brave of you, Luciano. Very, very brave.
Apparently, I'm a hero now. I
Maybe
say, just like,
I'm convinced.
Did you guys notice this?
And he starts looking at the walls.
He's like, do we have any more light?
I mean, yes.
As you
Okay.
begin
Give a nervous glance left and right, and then I cast dancing lights.
the hallway brightens up. The walls actually have carved murals
oh,
in there, and they are rudimentary by comparison to what you would think. But there are pictures of dogs doing different things, and giants, like giant ponds and stuff like that. Not giants themselves, but various different things of the dogs at work. But what's most interesting is you see something that looks like a giant monolith, and you see it's pointed inside. It's like you see an outline of the temple that you just entered, along with a lovely top and some other things that no longer is there. And then inside that, you see what looks like a very long monumental thing with a point at the top and everything. And then right in front of that, you see an altar.
Bale.
Yes. Based on the note in the papyrus, maybe they tried some ritual altering something with the monolith and got that tear.
Let's alter more.
Yeah. Turn it back to
The
zero.
altar?
That's what we're looking for. So
Okay.
Based on the outside of the building that got blown off and where we're at now, which way would we need to head? Or either way, assuming it loops back towards the center.
So you have a hallway going to the left, a hallway going to the right. You don't really know what your directions are. It's kind of confusing down here.
Left?
I turn to Sim. Rock, paper, scissors.
Sorry.
Left to right. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'll be left, you be right.
All right.
Rock, paper,
Paper,
scissors.
scissors.
Two.
Oh, no!
Ah!
Two scissors.
I figure it's just us doing this while the adults talk.
Yes.
All right. So you're going left?
I mean, 50-50, sure.
There are two doors to the left. I mean, as you go down the left hallway, there are two doors on each side, further down. One on the right that's closer, and then a further one down on the left. The doors are missing. You check the first door. It is another room much like the one that you just came out of, although there is no deck to this one. There's no ladder going up. This one, the door's been absolutely destroyed off of its hinges. The furniture has been burned, and there is bones wherever there are body parts found. Shredded robes, stained in red crimson, and nothing left. Moving out of that room and going further down, the next room on the left is more ostentatious. A single bed, a large desk, destroyed, but stuff scattered all over the place. Make an investigation check. One person who gets to make it.
I've got +6. Can anyone beat that?
You said an investigation check?
I don't know what +6 means in roleplay.
Quite skilled and proficient.
I'm good at looking for stuff. I say as I roll my eyes.
20.
Yeah.
Dirty 20. Okay. You find a number of things that between that and Vale's ability to read stuff and some of Bart's help with some of the translation explaining, because he had some dealings with the dog people here and there. I mean, they traded back and forth before the event. This may have been a high priest's room. But one of the books in particular starts describing some things that's a little unsettling. I have seen the light. I've seen the opportunity. I've seen power, and I deemed to take it. My latest find on my latest expedition, we have dug up the shield of the ancient people. We shall use it to unlock the power. And from there, I shall bring my master forth into this world.
Nobody has original ideas. It's all for the master.
Yeah. One master, like the other, cyclical.
Sacrifice every single priest in this temple to gain the power over the city and its people.
Any of this sounded familiar, Lucy?
Yeah. I look at him like I'm playing with my flute. I'm like, what?
Sorry, Reed. Every single priest in this temple to gain the power of the what?
Over this city.
Oh. Well, I think we found out why this thing suddenly started erupting purple light.
Is there a picture of the shield or any type of notes or scribblings in the margins of that book?
Just a round disc.
Another key.
Possibly. That would be my guess as well. The shield of the ancient people can refer to the monolith, the giant monolith. Remember, it was called a shield.
Yes. All right. I am going to make sure that I have my crowbar available. I'll get it out of my pack and in case I need to try and pop it out.
Okay. As you leave that room and go further down the hallway, it bends to the right. You go down, it bends to the right again, and as you begin to move forward down that hallway, you see it abruptly end in purple light shining up through it.
Kind of like when the purple light column got activated, it like bisected this hallway. We might need to find another way around.
Go back the way you came.
I was gonna say we have a whole other one. If you would have let us finish our rock paper scissors,
I think we would have probably had it right in the first try.
honestly.
And you turn around to go back, and you retrace your steps, and you begin to go down the other hallway, where there's a few more doors and quite a bit more, and no purple light, which is a plus, right? And from there, we're going to take a break until next week on Whiskey, Magic, and Distraction. Really quick, Luciano, can you say some great things about Shard Tabletop for us?
To begin, Shard Tabletop, if you didn't know, is what we're doing to do all of our rolls tonight. Every single one of those bad rolls, unfortunately, Shard, but all the good rolls, also Shard. Air horn. Shard is a great tool that we love that makes playing 5th edition games super easy. They have character sheets, supplements, maps, tokens, shared treasure loot. It's amazing, and it's all there for you. And to make it even better, you can use code TGTShard20 at checkout to save 20% off all your subscriptions. I'm not saying that, for those of you who failed to get presents on time, that Shard would be a great gift for those of you, for those friends of yours who like running games or like playing in games. But if you're looking to buy somebody a fun subscription, that could be a way to do it. Remember, code TGTShard20 at checkout, 20% off.
All right. Thanks, man. And don't forget, we've got merch. Check out our merch shop. The link will be in chat here shortly. You can get t-shirts, beanies, mugs, all sorts of cool stuff related to Whiskey, Magic, and Distraction and the Games Tavern and all of our friends here today. So we'll see you guys next week. Anything else you guys want to mention? You guys going anywhere? Any of you guys going to PAX U?
Going
If
where?
you are, and you see somebody at PAX U and you feel friendly, feel free to say hi. I won't be there, but you may see some other folks there from here. Outside of that, take care, everybody. We'll see you guys next week on Whiskey, Magic, and Distraction.